Man, look. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Back at it again, y'all.
Yes, we are.
Fluffy hair and all over here. Oh,
For sure, man.
First off, I want to apologize to my brother. My man was in the backstage, and I was like, "It's all good, brother. My apologies for having you waiting." I was like, I think he'll text me and let me know he's good, but
I don't know. You know, we cool. We chopped it up earlier, so we here. We here, ready to rock and roll, have a good time. Welcome back to Whatever He Said. He Said podcast, episode number 2. Just want to show, just shout out to everybody who showed us love, man, and watched the first episode, caught the reels, engaged, left comments. You know, we really appreciate that. We're newer to YouTube, but we're not newer to making content. So we ask you to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, share the content. And, you know, we're going to be growing this thing as we go. This is going to be one of the most organic content experiences that you'll see in this space. All right. So,
yes, sir.
You know, glad to be back. But we good, my brother. Good.
We are good, brother. We are good.
Happy Juneteenth. Yeah. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Yes, sir.
Listen, again, I mean, I want to echo my brother's comments. Thank y'all so much for hitting play. The engagement and stuff like that, more to come. Definitely building on this. I love when I love organically building this with my brother because he's responsible. Obviously, because he was sitting. But no, for real, my brother is like very intentional and he's responsible and he just makes great content, a good brother all around. So I can do this with him because I can't do this with nobody else. And I'm not trying to do it with nobody else. So again, it's going to be more of this organic stuff come in. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. It's going to be dope.
Absolutely,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a lot on the docket, baby.
We got a lot on the dock, man. Listen, the music streets have been hot. Coming in hot like fire.
Golly, man. I love it, man. I love it.
So, where should we go? Should we go in order?
Run that P clip, bro. Let's get to it, bro.
Cool.
Run that P clip. We got to start there.
All right, cool. I mean, listen,
I just thought it was disrespectful. I'm like, man, you know, we don't even want you here, to be honest. Like, we're not here to hognob with any rappers. And I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want it. So, you know, to come and interrupt the session, to do something backhanded and backbiting, and not for nothing, like, man, I done had to put my arm around you before. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to go along with the title, so be it. He does this numerous times. You know what I'm saying? He'll do it with his mentor.
Right.
Yay. You know what I'm saying? He was even instrumental in the whole beef now, the Like That verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Egging that on. I don't want nobody who don't rap to egg nothing on. You don't rap. Stay out of rappers' business. You specifically stay out of rappers' business.
Right.
Don't do that.
Wow, man. I mean, the energy is apparent. The energy is apparent, and I'm loving it. All my hip hop fans out there, I'm talking about the true hardcore hip hop fans who understand the essence of rap. This is it. And at first when we heard, that the clips were on the way back, we got the first single, Ace Trumpets. But now, bro, we are literally steamrolling here. They got the joystick right now of rap. They got it. They got the joystick right now, man. And we'll get to the record in a second. But Travis Scott, man. And if you've been kind of listening to the underground of like hip hop, there's been rumblings about this specifically from him for years. For years. And I guess P said enough was enough. And that last verse on So Be It, my goodness. With the interview, my goodness, man. Travis Scott catching strays. And in my mind, I want to know from you, Pete, too, like, how can he, like, should he even bother responding?
Absolutely not. He should not respond. Absolutely not. And I'm so sorry to my listeners and to D that I wanted to pick what I referenced, what I said last episode. It was something in the lines of like, the malice, is going to appear or something. I've said something like that, right? And it's here. Like it is a. I think I might have said something about he was going to address some stuff or like he got some things to say or whatever.
Yeah, man.
It's here. It's here. And it's a situation where he should not respond. One, because he's going to catch the wrath. Two, he's not. He legitimately made it clear that he's not a rapper.
Yeah.
So it was funny because when he said that, like he was like, I don't want nobody to have an opinion that don't rap, and I was just like, when he said it, I was like, I got reminded that Travis Porter is not.
Travis Scott's
he's not a rapper. I'm like, damn, yo. And
he's
yeah, so he should not respond. Like
I think this is so beautiful. I love the chaos that Pusha always brings to the table. And the visuals for So Be It. I mean, I haven't seen a treatment so electrifying like that in a minute. I'm just talking about, we're talking rap, we're talking hip hop, like everything matches with this video. But the sequence of that final verse, man, is the definition of I'm sending shots. I'm direct. I'm sending shots, and compiled with the interview that he's doing with Ebro that'll be released soon. Him and his brother, man. It's just dope to see, man. So quite frankly, I kind of hope Travis Scott gets a little froggy, but I think Pusha did this knowing that he won't. For you to come out and say, I put my arm around you before, that's a huge son moment. Like, you're my son. Like he's belittled his value with what Travis Scott has created. I mean, worldwide, globally, he brings a certain type of energy, and people have accepted it and been receptive of it, and rightfully so. But when you're talking about rap, you heard what Pusha said? Like, you shouldn't involve yourself with the rap business. We don't want to hear from you specifically. So I really appreciate the energy from Pusha. And I'd be very surprised if Travis responds, because what is he going to respond to?
He threw like 3 shots, man. He threw shots at Travis. Ye called it, and definitely Drake called it. Like, and he's such a joker. Like, literally, he's like Joker for real. But it's not like. But it's like whoever was it ain't the. What's the Joker that played with oh man, what's the guy name? It ain't the Jack Nicholson Joker.
Heath Ledger. From the Batman Joker, that's him.
Right.
Yeah,
He the sinister Joker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He is, man.
Yeah.
He is. And it's just like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate the vibes. I come up in a very exciting era of hip hop, and the feeling is being restored. And it's not just with the clips. I mean, Kendrick and Drake, when they went at it, Drake and Pusha, when they went at it, like when you get the opportunity, when Jada, Jada in the verses with Dipset, like we just been getting these moments, Jeezy and Gucci on verses. Like we done had some monumental moments, man, in the past decade when it come to hip hop. And the clips are here to restore the feeling. The feeling. So I can't wait to hear the full interview, what he has to say. But that kind of, I don't want to undermine the record. So be it. Just to kind of shine the light over there a little bit with that record. I just want to say, man, Pharrell in his bag, Pete. He in his bag, Pete.
It's like, it's like when he get in his bag, like, cause who produced, I need to look at these credits. So all day yesterday, I was listening to Pusha T song, Just So You Remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about like those shots that he threw at Travis Porter. I was like, oh my God, Travis Porter, he need to go and listen to that song because he don't even, before you go and step into the realm of like responding back to him, listen to that song. So with that being said, back to the Pharrell situation. Yes, Pharrell is in his bag for real, but it seems like every time Pharrell always gets back into the bag with the clips or with Pusha T, it's like, it's always a special moment to me. It's always like Pharrell, throughout all of his journeys or whatever, he specifically was like, yeah, I'm going to hold this beat right here to, to use it for this or whatever the case may be. Like, he just know it. He's that intentionality that, like, matter of fact, I was listening to radio today and like the remix of Grinding came on. And I just was like, I remember when that beat first came out, like, yeah, so that feeling is definitely restored, and shouts out to Pharrell on that, man.
Yeah, he's in the space, man, and obviously he's doing this without Chad. And Malice made the bar in So Be It, like the Neptunes are no more. So P is Saturn. I was like, yo, like, and that's what it is. If you listen to just the breakdown of Ace Trumpets, roll it right into So Be It. Like, this man is in God flow mode.
Yeah.
With this production. And Pusha T has always been, man, he's always been in a position to work with the top-notch producers and the productions from Ye, Timbaland, and Pharrell. Obviously, he hasn't really worked with too many producers. So it tells me that, when you get ready to work with the Clips, Pusha T, like, Pusha has his aura about himself. And the production from these great producers brings it out even more. And you can just tell by the symphony of that beat of So Be It, especially get into that third verse when he goes at Travis Scott. So the record is phenomenal. It just builds the hype even more for July 11th. Let God sort them out with the Clips. And just shout out to Pharrell, man, because with everything that he has going on with Louis Vuitton, and it's so fly. This man said, we in Louis Vuitton Studios. Like, what? Louis Vuitton Studios doing this album. Like, he talking fly. The person the two rappers that talk the flyest, in my opinion, have been Jay-Z and Cameron. When they start talking that fly talk, like, to me, they've done it the best, just that fly talk. Mm-hmm. But Pusha's starting to sound like he on that level when he talking fly. Like, he's starting to talk like a different kind of money, a different kind of material. and P in the Louis Vuitton Studios is really letting that shine, man. So I just definitely want to highlight Pharrell, man. He is in his bag with this production, man, for sure. For sure.
And I didn't I forgot the guy's name that did the video.
Oh, yeah.
They did an interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't read that or whatever, but I mean, the rollout adds to it. Just the aesthetics add to it. I mean, yeah. Like, I want to hear the story about who picked the this is culturally inappropriate. Like, who? I want to know who thought process was that brought that up, because I'm sure we're going to hear that through the whole album.
Of course, it appears.
I'm like, it's gonna make sense for it to be part of that. So I just like these visuals too, man. These visuals are like stupid hard, man. These visuals
insane.
Yeah, man.
Insane, man. Insane. Like, for sure.
I would love to be in them rooms, man. And yeah.
Amazing. Creativity at a high level, man, for sure. High level. Inspirational, man.
And he
Can't wait
took
for
the
the
time.
album.
And he took the time to take a shot.
No, like it's masterful, man. It's masterful, man. It's true artistry, but you dealing with a strategic mastermind when it comes to rap. Like that's when somebody's really dangerous. It's only a select few of artists that have been able to get to the level to where Pusha is now.
Yeah.
Like he's really at that level. He's a strategic mastermind with intent. You know? And that's something. That's why Jim Jones, like, bro, like I love Jim Jones, but I'm like, you sure you want to do this?
Did you see what he said?
I see what he said. I saw it today, actually. And I was just like, yo, come, all right, bro. Now, allegedly, there's a record on Let God Sort Them Out called Whips and Chains, where Pusha is addressing Jim Jones.
Oh, wow.
So that's the word on the street.
Wow.
That's the word on the street where Pusha is addressing Jim Jones.
How did you get this information, sir? I mean, well, you don't have to tell. You don't have to tell the source.
I won't reveal my source.
Yeah, don't reveal it. But
allegedly at the Louis Vuitton, I think it was the spring fashion show. Some people got some early listens to the album. And apparently there's a record called Whips and Chains featuring Kendrick Lamar. And Jones caught a couple shots. So we'll see. Let God sort them out. Let God sort them out, brother. I love it, dog. I love it, man. I love it. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. If you haven't seen the video for So Be It, So Be It, after you watch this podcast, type in So Be It clips and watch the video, man. Because the song is not out yet. The song is not available.
It's not on the stream, but you got to go to YouTube. Yeah, or
right.
I think you're watching on IG, but just watch it on YouTube.
It's not available on DSPs yet. It's not. And that video has over 1 million views in 24 hours.
Oh, really? Oh, matter of fact, why am I?
1 million.
Yeah, it's at 2. It's at 2.6.
2 million in 48 hours.
Yep.
So now we're talking, baby. Real rap. Real rap.
So be it, so be it.
Smoke.
Man, that part is so cool. Like
Smoke.
when he be, yeah,
man. Can't wait, man. What a time.
What a time.
What a time.
Golly,
Yes, sir.
please let us know in the comments what y'all think about it. If you listen to it, let us know what you think. If you haven't listened to it, please go check it out and let us know what you think. Like
Please.
all of it.
Please.
Whips and chains. Golly, boy.
We're gonna see. Hey man,
Right.
so I want to kind of roll into something just real quick, man. Did you see the Casa Knot and Wale exchange at the BET Award?
I did.
What'd you think about that?
I'm still trying to. So I have this theory where it's called. Well, I don't have this theory. Shout out my man Craig Digger. He came up with a theory, but grace versus growth. That's what I call it. Well, that's what he called it, and we adopted it. Grace versus growth. Real quick, y'all. Like one side is grace. You give the person grace. General grace about whatever happened, whatever the case may be. But growth is the part where it's like, all right, like you need to grow up, and like this is your opportunity to grow up and understand and comprehend a little bit better, blah, 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 blah. So I'm thinking I'm putting Kai in the growth situation because I felt like, I ain't gonna say he should have known Wale, but I don't know. I think it just came off kind of childish how he kind of played that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like he just kind of played it. Like he kind of pushed Wale to the side. You know what I'm saying? And that's another rapper I'm trying to the way that I feel about Big Sean is kind of like the big way is the way I feel about Wale. And so I'm like, man, don't be downsizing, Wale on that tip, man. So, and then on Threads, somebody posted a picture with Wale and Kai playing like flag football or something like that.
Yeah, like the week before.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. So I mean, Yeah, I don't know. I'm putting him in. I'm putting him in a growth situation. I mean, I feel like Kai should know or whatever.
He 20. What is he? 22, 23? I don't know his actual age.
He said something like Lotus Butterfly came out when I think he was like 9 years old.
He was 9. He was 9. So here, for me, I don't really think too much of it. I think Wale is being sensitive. I think Wale, and he has a history of this. Should Kai not know who Wale is? I'm not sure. Let's call a spade and keep it a buck. In the last 5 to 10 years, how much music and how visual has Wale been?
Fair enough.
Like where has he been for us to see him? Like, you don't see him like you see Kendrick. You don't see him like you see Drake and Cole. Like, you don't see him. I haven't seen Wale put forth a project on like a traditional run.
Yeah.
Like where he's doing interviews and, doing podcasts. Like, you don't see him. And it's not a knock on Wale, wherever he is in his career, that's where he's at.
Right.
But I don't blame Kai for not like immediately knowing who he is, because I believe it was genuine when he was streaming and the chat was like, yo, that's Wale. And he like, yo, that was somebody crazy. Like I believe him. Like, I don't think he was dissing Wale at all. And then the driver was letting him know, yeah, you ever heard of Lotus Flower Bomb? He's like, oh yeah, I heard of that. Right. That was him. He 9. He not outside. He not in the lounges. He's not at parties. He's not snuggled up with some chick somewhere on a random summer night at 9 years old. Listen to Lotus Flower Bomb. So I think, the pressure that Wale put on Kai at the awards, I personally wouldn't have did that. And I know he his own man. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But you walk up to a kid and you say, bro, you got me out here looking crazy. You trying to address it. Like, come on, man. Like,
now that part, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done that. But
yeah, I ain't like that.
I don't know, man. I feel like Kai should know something. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I feel him. I mean, I feel him. Like Kai, I think Kai knows about Wale. I think in his face, I'm not surprised that he didn't pick up on it right then and there. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. So I don't think he was disrespecting Wale. I think it was like the perfect storm for the conversation like we're having now.
Right, for sure.
Like just the perfect storm. You know what I mean? So Kai, he young. Is he famous? Yes. Is he probably the most famous streamer ever? Yes. But at this point in time, I'm like, yo, like, I get it. I just get it coming from Kai. I get it coming from Kai, man. I do. So, I mean, obviously he know who he is now. You know what I mean?
after all the shenanigans,
yeah, man.
He probably gave that guy some streaming numbers. No pun intended.
Yeah,
so he probably ran up his albums like crazy.
No, for sure. So I thought it was an interesting exchange between the two. But genuinely, I believe Kai. I don't think, number one, he has never come off the disingenuous type.
Yeah.
So I believe that in that moment. But so for people to feel like he should have known who Wale was, I beg to differ. It's kind of like like he didn't even know who Killer Mike was. I remember the clip when they was talking, like, who was that? The dude who won all the Grammys. They was asking Kyle, like, you know who he was? Like, no, who is that? They was like, Killer Mike. He was like, Killer Mike. Like, he didn't know who he was. 8.
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't know who Killer Mike was. So I was 20. I'm joking, but just put it into perspective.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when it comes to the Wale situation, I mean, yes, we all know Wale had, like, when he did address Kai, I thought that was like, okay, Wale, come on, G. Like, I feel like that's something that he could have just let slide off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the time to do that. Or ever, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
I think somebody said, I forgot who they said it, but it was like when Beyonce walk in rooms, Beyonce still introduces herself as Beyonce. So the perspective of that alone is like, Wale, you really can't expect for everybody to know you. But you got a valid point, D. You said He's not visible. It's not like he's
No.
doing anything. I mean, he put out a song or two here and there, but it's it's typical Wale. Is the wine and Wale, and he already feel like that he don't get the credit he deserve anyway. So
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things. You can drop music on a DSP, but Kai comes from a generation where everything is visual.
yeah.
So if
Yeah.
they can't see you, then they're not going to bank it. You
For
know,
sure.
they're not going to bank it.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
going.
you
It's
got to
not
think
going.
Wale's The More About Nothing mixtape came out. Kai was 6. Like for me, that was my big introduction to Wale when that mixtape came out, The More About Nothing mixtape, which is great, by the way. You should listen to it if you haven't.
Yeah,
But Kai was 6. Like he ain't listening to More About Nothing. You know, when the MMG took off, when Ross and all that, I don't know how much a 9-year-old is plugged into that like that. You know, unless you come from a music background, I don't know. So
and
I'm not
even
trying
with,
to shoot.
and even with the MMG situation, like that was a cloud, for like a better word. That was a cloud when that happened. So if we know Wale from Jump, like mixtape
for
about
sure.
nothing, whatever. But then like it was a whole nother shift anyway when he went to MMG, because a lot of people were saying he didn't fit well with
Yeah, Meek
MMG,
Roll.
and it just didn't. So that was already a cloud anyway. So that kind of, I felt like that kind of knocked him down a little bit, even though he still was banging out hits. But so even with that, like him going through them stages, you know what I'm saying? It has a potential to kind of put you in a cloud like that, unfortunately. So
and by no means is this a dismissal of Wale that we're talking about here, but I just thought it was interesting with the generational gap between Kai and Wale. Like, I'm not surprised. And then Wale tries to address him. I thought it was corny. I just thought it was corny.
yeah.
So, interesting take there. It'd be funny to see how that conversation continues to develop for sure.
I don't know. I mean, I think everybody kind of over it now. I mean, I'm sure Wale isn't over it. So,
well, I mean, it could happen again. I mean, you got to think, certain content generations are in their 40s and 50s now. The next wave of content creators, they're teenagers and they're in their early 20s.
yeah.
So I'm sure this ain't going to be the last time that there is a, fill in the blank moment for a younger content creator. I'm sure it's not.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not. So it's going to be interesting to see.
I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. Kai, Mr. Kai, I need you to pull up that generation of rappers though. Wale, J. Cole, Big Sean. They're like
Sure.
But I get your point about the Wale situation. Fair enough.
Yeah, respect the Wale for sure. Respect. Al Pete, my blood is boiling.
It's boiling.
My blood is boiling, Al Pete.
Oh boy.
My blood is boiling.
Why is it boiling, good sir?
Well, today Billboard released their top 75 greatest R&B artists of all time.
Okay.
Top 75.
First off, why is it 75? But go ahead.
Right. Why is it 75? and I think Billboard is getting hip to and shout out to The Game. The Game really started this whole list thing where he named the top 100 rappers in the West Coast a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And then Complex got on board and different media companies got on board with their list of said, artists. Now, Billboard is the first major outlet. When I don't say major because Complex is major, but global, I guess, with Billboard, what they represent, they came out with their top 75 lists. So early, I was really pissed off because I thought they were just going off vocal talent. That's what I thought they was going off of, vocal talent.
So we have a criteria.
So it says top 75 greatest R&B artists of all time. Artists. So when you say artists, that's the whole thing. That's singing, that's dancing, that's your tours, that's your album, that's everything.
Okay.
So I started to settle down then. Because at first, I thought it was just based off voices. And I was prepared to come out here and go at it with certain people being in certain spots they shouldn't been in. But now that that has subsided, I do take one particular issue with this list. The top 10, you look at the top 10, and we'll mention them for y'all. You have Marvin Gaye at 10, R. Kelly at 9, Mariah Carey at 8, Prince at 7, James Brown at 6, Whitney Houston at 5, Beyonce at 4, Michael Jackson at 3, Aretha Franklin at 2, and Stevie Wonder at 1. Now, no disrespect to Stevie and Aretha. No disrespect. But I don't see how Michael Jackson is not the clear number one on this list. I just don't see it. And respectfully, how is Prince number 7? Respectfully. How is he number 7? How? And again, no disrespect to Stevie and Aretha. No disrespect. But if you're going Prince and Michael need to be 1 and 2 on this list, in my opinion. They need to be 1 and 2. And then everything else can sort them out. They can. And no disrespect to Beyonce, that they got her at 4. So they put her in front of Whitney and Mariah. I was like, oh my God. What a conversation there. You know? And then you know, it's a laundry list, man. You know, you got all the greats in here: Brandy, Ray Charles, Maxwell. And it's disrespectful to Brandy for her to be at 41. I mean, my God. Who made this? They got Brandy Norwood at 41. This is disgusting. It's disgusting. So, looking at the list, Pete, man, what you thinking, man? What you thinking?
Well, I want to read this to the listeners. It says, in the end, Billboard staffers agreed on the following criteria: vocal prowess, body of work, career longevity, industry achievements, game-changing influence, and enduring generational cultural impact. While some singers who made the list are also known for their lyrical skills, songwriting wasn't a major deciding factor in this instance. And legendary singers best known for fronting groups versus their solo work were not included, which means a ranking of the best R&B groups of all time is no doubt in the offing.
Okay.
So, when it comes to these lists, the first thing I always ask, what is the criteria? Because people be making lists and don't even have a criteria. All right.
They just throw them on there.
They just throw them on there. So with that being said, and second, I will say that these lists are subjective, but
yes,
with the criteria, with the criteria that was put out there, game-changing influence and enduring generational cultural impact, right? I will go as far as to say Michael Jackson definitely number one.
It's crazy.
Just off game-changing influence. Game-changing influence, number one, so we're going to break this down real quick. We won't hold y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? Because we want y'all to talk back in the comments so we can revisit this. But
yes, please.
All right, so game-changing influence. Michael Jackson, the moonwalk.
Come on, man. Come on.
Stevie Wonder don't have a dance. Aretha Franklin don't have a dance
at all.
Beyonce got Get Me Body, but whatever. So that's that. All right. Enduring generational cultural impact. Again, have y'all seen Moonwalker? The movie Moonwalker. Turn me out as a damn kid. Turn me out as a kid. All right.
It's nuts. And another thing about Michael, he made a glove. So
that would be enduring generational cultural impact. Okay.
Come on, man. I don't recall Steve. I mean, people won't walk around, no disrespect to Stevie, but people won't walk around with beads in their hair, bro. They weren't, man. The homies, we was not doing that, bro. We had on little leather jackets, high waters, and a glove, my guy. We didn't have beads, bro. Okay.
All right. So, what else do you have, D? Like in
So,
regards
look,
to Michael Jackson, we're gonna because
okay, in regards to Mike, just overall generational, pick a decade where he didn't influence music. Just pick any decade since, like, pick one. Look around. Everybody dances like Mike.
yep.
They're inspired from Mike. He is the ultimate superstar. The ultimate superstar. I don't care what genre you're talking. I don't care what criteria. He is the ultimate superstar. And no disrespect to nobody on this list. I just don't see nobody more influential than Michael Jackson on this list. He has to be number one. And it is egregious that he is even number 3. And that's not a bad ranking out of 75 people, but it is for Michael Jackson.
For Michael Jackson, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I just want to very much so highlight that. And, Michael just should have had that spot. And I'm, if they want to really keep it a beam, they got Robert Kelly at 9. We got to talk about him being top 5 R&B. We got to. Cause we
you feel like R. Kelly should be top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you talking about him juggling hip hop and R&B? So you talking 2 genres that are married, but he juggled them both. And he wrote for your favorite artist at some point in their career.
So, well, hold on.
Oh, here we go. Criteria. Okay.
Yeah, from the criteria it says songwriting wasn't a major deciding factor.
Okay.
Which I feel like that's cap, because if you're writing songs for other people,
it gotta matter.
It has to matter. So if that's the case, if we're talking about songwriting in particular, a lot of what Neo is number 60. Neo done wrote some hits for a lot of people on these, a lot of music. If that's the case, he would be, because he's written for Chris Brown, he's written for Beyonce,
Keisha Cole, Mariah Carey.
All right. So Mariah Carey and Beyonce are on the top 10, right?
Yeah.
That should at least put him between 11 and 20. Neo.
I'm with you on that. He
just
should at least be
just off songwriting. That's just off songwriting. Like, that's it. Like, yeah, that's crazy. This list is pretty wild.
And no disrespect, The Weeknd shouldn't be nowhere on this list.
The Weeknd
is coming out of cold 47. And he is in front of Bobby Brown and Lauryn Hill.
Okay, so Weeknd is in front of Jill Scott,
Jesus. Rick James,
Anthony Hamilton, Ledisi.
Come on, man. We just getting out of pocket with some of these entries, bro. And I'm gonna be real. Janet Jackson at 17. Janet Jackson not in the top 10. Her brother not top 10. Because let's keep it a buck. Janet Jackson made it cool for sex to sell when it came to music.
Absolutely.
Come on now, we got to keep it a bean. So you talking about Ciara and all these people who are from the tree of Janet Jackson, man, like Beyonce, all the costumes, all the dancing. Like, come on, man, we got to pay a little bit more respect. I'm just saying Janet should at least be in the top 15. I mean, there's no way Curtis Mayfield should be in front of Janet Jackson, respectfully. Respectfully.
Yeah, this is pretty. It's pretty wild, yo.
It's an interesting list, isn't it? It's an interesting list, and like you said, these lists are subjective, and we hope y'all are putting y'all comments in the chats. Please. Whether you're watching a clip on Instagram or you're watching a full show on YouTube, y'all let us know, man, because we would love to revisit this and really break it even more down. This list just came out a couple of days ago, I believe. And this is by their staff. Their staff got together and did these top 75 on here. But again,
who is the staff though? Like I
don't know. I'm not sure. They need to make themselves clear. Take the mask off. Take the mask off. We want to know who you are. And every time I look at Brandy at 41, I get disgusted. Because if you want to call it a spade, I mean, Moesha is not cultural. It's not a cultural impact. You got an R&B, artist with her own TV show.
Is Monica even on this?
Oh my God, is she not?
Monica is not on the list.
I can't even take this list seriously if Monica's not on here.
Damn. Wow.
And honestly, and we can move on after this, but when it's all said and done, y'all can't say Chris Brown 26, bro. When it's all said and done, Chris Brown might put somebody at the top 10. We got to call it respectfully. When it's all said and done, nah, Chris might put somebody at the top 10, respectfully. Respectfully. But yeah, Monica now on this list is a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
If I was to say if Chris Brown was to knock somebody out of the top 10, I probably would say Marvin Gaye.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I
say Marvin Gaye.
I'm with you.
Y'all gonna stop playing around with Chris Brown too, man. Like y'all gotta stop playing with that man. Y'all been playing with that man for years, dog. Like y'all been playing with that man for years. Like
talk about
it,
Pete. We not putting up with it no more.
Time. Yeah,
we not putting up with it no more, bro.
Yeah, trash.
We not.
God,
yeah. So y'all let us know. Y'all check out that list, man. Y'all check it out. We'll link the list in the description, and we'll link it when the Instagram. Check out one of the Instagram clips that we chop up. We'll link it and y'all check it out. But if you just want to Google it real quick while you're watching, that is the Billboard's top 75 greatest R&B artists of all time. Check it out. Give your thoughts. We cannot wait to hear what y'all have to say for sure.
Disgusting.
Disgusting, for sure. Pete, if you don't mind, man, I just got something to say real quick. And
the floor is yours, sir.
You can stay away from this if you if you need to do that. But I just got to say something. I enjoyed the BET weekend experience and all that. I enjoyed it. I quite honestly was one of the best BET awards, if not the best, that they had ever done.
Fair enough.
Production, visuals, sound, performances, the awards. I love the triple icon thing they did with Snoop, Kirk Franklin, and Jamie Foxx. I loved it. I thought it was amazing just to show that love, especially for Jamie. Salute to Jamie Foxx for everything he's been through. The BET experience looked fantastic.
Yeah.
But respectfully, grown people got to mind their business, bro. Grown people, mind your business. Ciara, I need you to come to the front of the congregation. Now, I'm a fan of Ciara. I love Ciara. I love Ciara since I first laid eyes on her when she first came onto the music scene. My goodness.
Yep.
She's had a hell of an impact throughout her career. She has blossomed and, found love and got a beautiful marriage and family and has been this beacon of light. But Ciara need to mind her business.
Yeah.
This woman interrupted a Jim Jones powered podcast to speak her mind on this man's personal business with his significant other, Chrissy. I just found that to be just utterly disgusting that she chose to spotlight Jones and his situation like that. Now, this is how it sickened me. Because if she really wanted to talk to Jones, she could have just waited till the podcast was over.
Right.
That's something that you like, hey, Jones, let me get your ear real quick. You pulled up on this man to apply pressure. You don't know what they got going on at the crib. You don't know the ins and outs. I just think she really played that crazy.
Yeah.
Now, Jones would have been wrong if he would have started talking that talk. And now we got Russ out here looking for Jones, and now it's getting crazy. So it's just a valuable lesson with that whole thing. It was very cringy for me. And I know a lot of, I've seen the comments, a lot of ladies out there champion what Ciara did. Nah, ladies.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen the comments. I've seen you comment. I'm not gonna, not gonna roll y'all like that, but I saw you comment. Like, mind your business. Let people do what they do. Let them be how they gonna be. I just wanted to make that public service announcement that just because Ciara prayed the prayer to the good Lord and Russell Wilson came down from the rafters after that prayer, that does not mean you are qualified to get in people's business like that, especially publicly. That was real goofy of Ciara, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that, people. Mind your business. And if you're really cool with the person, pull them to the side, pull their ear. You want to chop it up, chop it up. Invite them for cookies. Invite them for coffee. Invite them. If I got to holler at Pete, I'm not coming to one of his gigs and say, Pete, brother, on a microphone, talking to this man crazy like that. Everybody like, what the hell D got going on?
Right.
Nah, man, I'm going to say, hey, Pete, let me holler at you, bro. Let's meet up at the spot, man. Let's chop. Simple. So I just wanted to kind of speak on that because I saw the clip running too many times. Too many times. All right. So Ciara, we love you. Appreciate your legacy. But respectfully, ma'am, and others that are like you, mind your business.
Did she well, I'm not sure if you know or whatever, but does she have like a are they cool? Her and Jim Jones? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some,
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
But even with
She
that,
said-
I don't care if they super cool or not. You just don't do nothing like that. You don't do nothing like that.
She said the spirit led her to do that. Don't lie. No, the spirit didn't lead you to do nothing like that. If the spirit led you to talk to this man, that's one thing, but he didn't lead you to go interrupt this man's podcast.
Right.
And say that's stupidity. It was stupidity, man. She shouldn't have played it like that. I'm just being respectfully.
And the way that he handled it
was great.
Was great. Yeah, it was like the way that he handled it was
salute to Jones.
Yeah, salute to him on that
because he could have snapped.
And he had every right to snap. Like he had the whole lane, avenue, whatever you want to call it, to snap, and he did. So I thought that he did.
Respectfully,
shout out to him. Yeah.
I want to speak on that real quick, man, because I just mind your business, good folks.
Please, special stuff like that, man.
Yeah. It's not
when it comes to relationships and when it comes to people, households and stuff, man, you definitely need to be like the no news is good news attitude or something like I don't hear nothing bad or nothing.
Yeah, man, mind your business, man.
Everything fine.
Cause Lord knows, boy, Jones probably got home and it was cracking in that thing.
Yeah.
Chrissy, who knows how she took that when she heard it?
Right.
Jones get to the crib and it's popping.
And do remember when Chrissy, proposed to him and all that. People haven't forgot about that at all.
No,
and they're not gonna forget it.
Not at all, sir.
I think you just gotta mind your business, man. Jesus
mind
Christ.
Your business.
Mind your business.
Please do. Yeah, but that's all I got on that, man. I just want to kind of speak on that real quick. I would have been remiss. You know how they say at church? I'd be remiss. If I didn't speak on this one real quick.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What we got next, brother?
Man, let's see, man. You want to chop it up about that Memphis Bleak interview? Some really nice talking points from Memphis Bleak, man, on the Breakfast Club.
Man, I think we talked about this last week, brother. We talked about how our OGs and the people that we grew up with are starting to tell these stories and stuff. So this is a perfect example of that, man. Like Memphis Bleak, it was just and the way that he was doing it was just so casual. You know what I'm saying? Like it was very casual. And oh man, I got notes. The part where he talked about Beanie Siegel and the clothing situation.
Yeah. He was talking, it wasn't
he? He called that boy like out.
He did, man.
Yeah,
he did.
I'm trying to find it, so because I want to play it,
man. Peace to Dan, man.
See, hold on. This the part that killed me. 29-17. Give me a minute for y'all, but like when he broke that thing down about the Beanie Siegel and the clothes situation, and he was like, how Lauren LaRosa asked him, how did he know about it without, but the other people didn't catch on to it? Like, how did he know about the game and nobody else did?
Me now, being married, being a businessman, of course, things.
And that was another thing too. When he said Hove, he was like, he was a liability around Hove, dog. Like, you gotta be a G to like say something like that.
Yeah. You gotta be on another level, man.
Man.
You on another level talking like that.
The reckless bleak, you couldn't be around us. Anything could happen and then it spills right back to you. So once Jay started doing these billionaire deals, basketball teams, moving teams from here to Brooklyn, you automatically knew the distance was warranted. It's not that he don't rock with you or don't rock with us. Hey, dog, I'm over here getting to these millions. Y'all still in the club popping bottles. I don't need that look.
How did you understand something like that, though, but like a Beanie didn't? Like,
I don't know.
When she asked that question, I was traveling from out of town. And I pulled up in my yard and I literally sat there and waited for that whole question, that whole answer. And that was a good question to ask, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure everybody in Mama was thinking that. Like, when you think about groups and crews or whatever, and you like, all right, I'm gonna go back. I'm saying this respectfully too, right?
Respectfully.
I've always said I don't want to be a Fife dog. I would rather be the Q-Tip. Like, I don't want to be a broke rapper, a broke dope rapper. I would rather be like a good rapper or nice rapper,
right?
And have my affairs in order. Like I was, I don't know. I just always looked at it like that. So when you look at situations like this, I don't think we were able to see who were the people that were lacking, but we see the people that are still around, and you know what I'm saying. Like you could, I hate to talk like this, but it just like you see how people are, and like what are they doing for themselves at the present moment, and then you see somebody like Memphis Bleek, and the way that Memphis Bleek was talking, man, it sounded like Jay-Z wasn't throwing him too much of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really nothing.
Like everybody thought he was just getting like the royalties and stuff like that, but like like Meek was like really like building himself up. Like so, you look at somebody like a Memphis Bleek, and then turn around and look at where state property at. You know what I'm saying? Like where like we look at the Dipset. The Dipset, they still Cam still kick. I mean, Jim Jones, about to get kicked out the house, but outside, outside of that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I just be thinking about like where people at and like why they didn't catch on. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna land my plane. But I was like, man, there's no way I could be around a Jay-Z. I know hindsight is 20/20 or whatever. There's no way I could be around Jay-Z and not pick up any type of game or be like, oh, I don't have to go to the club. Like, you talking about stocks and bonds?
Yeah.
I'm sitting at the table with you. You like, you just be around people and you like, that person is worth something, or their aura keeps me around or whatever. Like, so I don't know. I just could not be around a Jay-Z and be like, oh, I'm going to go to the club instead of like record this verse for Rihanna.
Yeah, just the era of that time. I mean, somebody has the vision. Somebody has it. And I would like to think that Jay tried to position everybody to to be en route, you know. But like you said, hindsight is 2020, and everybody ain't on the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's clear when Memphis Bleak was talking, of course, talking about Benny Siegel and the clothing line and everything like that. Everybody was just on different type times. I mean, the classic example was the time Dame was on versus what the time Jay was on. And one of the most prominent records in hip hop history is Lost Ones. And if you listen to that record, like that was Jay really kind of just telling his side of everything that one time.
Yeah.
You know, that one time. And maturity is a big part in it. You know, opportunity is another part of it, like what you do with it. So for Memphis Bleak to be so canny and just kind of really great interview, you know, for him to be so revealing, you know, of these times and these different stories, man. And it seemed like he doing all right. Seemed like he good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would hope to think that some of these stories will continue on, you know, for us to kind of learn more just about that era. Cause you gotta think about when Rockefeller was truly imploding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, would you not want to be a fly on the wall for that?
Man, look.
For that?
Man, look.
Because it's so much there. It's so much there.
I would have just wanted to be in New York. I wouldn't even need to be in the building. I just need to be in New York when it's going on.
Yeah, it's so much when it comes to Rockefeller, man. That's truly a dynasty in music was Rockefeller Records.
For sure.
Truly a dynasty. So yeah, so for Bleak to kind of give up that information, and like I said, hopefully we continue to hear more from him. And y'all should check it out. We'll link it down in the description, his interview with the Breakfast Club. Especially all my hip hop fans, Titan hip hop fans, you really appreciate, you know, how he's kind of going about that conversation. But I hope we're getting closer and closer to Jay-Z starting to talk more too. You know, he's had this kind of mysterious, discreet level of movement about himself for forever now, you know. And I just think we're coming to a point. I would think, I mean, look, in a few years, Jay will be 60 years old. We're talking 60, bro.
60.
So I just hope we get a chance to get these conversations and get these documentaries and things like that. It'd be really, really dope to see, you know, for the culture, man. So salute to Memphis Bleak, man. Salute for Memphis Bleak, man. Great interview. Y'all definitely should check that one out for sure.
You gonna watch his podcast?
Bleak? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I got to see what's up with that.
Yeah, it looked like he got one out with Guru. So I'm like, oh boy, this.
And I love Guru.
Yeah, man, Guru be talking.
Guru was there for everything.
Right.
So that's who we need to listen to, probably for real.
Right.
Because Jay and Guru still tight.
Right.
They still tight. I mean, he still, you know, mixes and produces Beyonce's music.
Right.
You know,
right.
So. Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna tap in and see what we get from that for sure.
Indeed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let me see. I had one more thing.
What we got? Okay.
The buying the hip hop merch.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this on IG. Shout out to Complex for posting it, but there was like rap collectibles that you need to cop. So they had like a bunch of stuff. They had like Outkast, you know, the figurines, the toys, like a limited edition of like vinyls.
Yeah.
You know, like the Book of Hove, which I saw that was like, I want to get it. I really wish I would have went to New York to see it.
Yeah,
at that library. Yeah, like that. So just wanted to talk about like your thoughts on getting those like collecting those things. I did tell myself, I was like, you know, when it comes to like birthdays and holidays, you know, like Christmas and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, I think for the next like 10 years, I just bought a bunch of hip hop stuff. Like I maybe I've fallen into that, or I feel like I've been in it to a degree, but like I'm trying to think. Y'all really can't see it, but I got like my little 3 things in the back, but it got Big Boy, my LP, and the Outkast thing. But I'm at that point, brother, where I'm like, you know, I just want to have a bunch of collectibles. Like,
Yeah, same here. Same here. I'm big on like the tour shirts and tour hats.
yes, absolutely. Real
Big on
quick,
that.
brother. Real quick. Raekwon put something. I think a day after I saw this that you could buy purple tape.
Mm-hmm. I want to buy it. I want to buy it.
I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it.
Going to buy it. I
Going to
think.
buy it. Yes.
I think, like you said, man, when you start talking about hip hop, like there's some real artifacts out there, man, and having that memorabilia. Even I love how a lot of albums are available on vinyl. So in my little man cave office space, like that's my next move to like get a record player. And to have like those different vinyls or those classic albums, because they have them out there.
Yep.
I remember me and my wife, we was out of town last summer. We walked into this record store and it was dope. It was a hip hop record store, man. They had all of these vinyls, the NWA Straight Outta Compton album, Juice, Biggie's first album, Ready to Die, Get Rich or Die Trying, Reasonable Doubt. He just had the way he had them set up in the store. It just kind of sparked that. So I've been collecting them, but I just don't have a record player yet. So I'm gonna get them. But yeah, I'm with you. Like when you see certain things, especially the older we get, man, you see that Wu-Tang stuff and that Outkast stuff, and you know those T-shirts and those memorabilias, man. You know, like even buying a CD. You like one CD that I wish I could go buy and have it in my hands physically is 444.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could have that physical in my hand. So yeah, I'm big on not just with hip hop, just memorabilia, period.
Yeah.
Period, man. Because, you know, I guess we kind of getting to that age, man, where you can kind of look back on this stuff. And this stuff helped shape us, bro.
Right. Like
it helped shape us.
I like the purple tape. Like
yes.
That purple, I'm like how he came out with the album on the bill for Cuban Links.
Yeah.
The cover was nowhere near purple, but the tape was purple. And people immediately started calling it the purple tape versus on the bill for Cuban Links. Like just the way that the culture adapted to that along with everything else is just like a beautiful thing. And I'm like, I would love to have the purple tape in my possession. And I literally can put it in a tape player and let it play. Like, that's just dope. A nostalgic feeling, man. And it just makes you appreciate a lot of the culture that, like you said, the artifacts that's just kind of around. Like, it makes you appreciate it. I know for me, when if I'm going to a city or something like that, like I love going to like a location to be like, oh, this is somebody's house. Or matter of fact, when I went to Atlanta, I rode by Rico Wade's grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took a picture in front of it, but I was just kind of standing there looking, and in that vibe, I'm like, this is where like Good and Mob album came out, and this is where Outkast's first album came out. Like this is the building that this came from.
Yeah, bro.
Like
special,
yeah. So when it comes to like collectibles, man, I just be wanting to grab those. But
same.
I'm thankful that I'm not the only nerd around here. So
nah, man, you kind of see. You kind of see this stuff. Like, for instance, I went ahead and bought me like in years to come, I went ahead and bought one of the T-shirts, Let God Sort Them Out, for the Clips. They got the merch available right now. You know, it's not about me wearing the shirt. It's about me having it in 10 years or 15, 20 years from now, Lord willing, I could pull that out. And like, yo, I remember this time.
Right, that moment. Yeah.
I remember when So Be It came out. I remember when No Malice rejoined his brother. I remember. You know what I mean? So, and shout out to our guy Freddie Briggs too, man. Just looking at his studio, all of the memorabilia and all of the throwback stuff, man, that he has posted in that studio. Man, it's dope. It's dope. It's dope, man. That's what it's about. Like I said, when you get around our age, and what we've experienced so much, you know, when it comes to music and culture, like that stuff matters, man. It matters. Yeah,
definitely does. Definitely does.
Sure.
Shout out to Bricks too as well, man.
Bricks.
Every time the times when he would, when he had those studios, all that wrestling, used to be up, and I'd be like, man, let me go back and watch some wrestling. So,
yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. Right.
Cool, brother. Do we got
Yeah.
anything else on the chopping boards or what?
Nah, man. I think we cleared the deck, man.
Okay.
Enjoy it, every single time. Appreciate y'all for watching.
Yeah, man.
Tapping in with us. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you're liking what you're hearing and you're seeing. Share the content. Again, we definitely appreciate, those who are watching what we got going on. If you watched the whole thing and you made it to the end, you're really special. You're really special, man, if you locked in with us, man. But
Definitely.
we appreciate it, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. Like my brother said at the beginning, man, us building this organically and improving on it show by show. Like we're literally jumping on calls for 5 to 10 minutes and shooting texts and DMs and just making it work. But it's my brother, man. We got a chemistry together that really started since the day that we met. You know what I mean? Since the day that we met. So looking forward to having a blast with this, whatever he said podcast, man. So we appreciate y'all, man, for sure.
Indeed. Let them know where they can find you before we get out of here, brother.
On Instagram and YouTube, Dedrick Hicks Jr., you type it in, I will pop up. You can get all your grooming and fragrance needs over on the YouTube and on Instagram. I kind of play around a bit, a little bit there, but I'm mostly over on the YouTube doing my thing. So check me out, man.
Definitely. And Mr. Al Pete and all the places, go to MrAlPete.com, go to mpn-llc.com. And those things will filter you to the social medias. But if you want to just jump straight to social medias, Mr. Alpete, MrAlPete. And then MPN is MPN Management. Follow those things, man. We got a bunch of stuff individually and collectively over here, man. But we are glad that we are together and that y'all are watching this joint, man. We thank y'all so much, man.
For sure. Remember, mind your business. Mind your business. And so be it, so be it.
Till next time, people.